Hi everyone, I'm Alex Black, President and CEO of Rio2 Limited, and welcome to 121 APAC. And I'm just going to go through very quickly our corporate presentation. I'll be making some forward-looking statements, so please read this when you get some time. What Rio2 has is the largest undeveloped gold heap leach project in the Americas. The project is called the Fenix Gold Project. It's located in the Maricunga Gold Belt in the Atacama region of Chile, and it's one of the biggest undeveloped projects out there, and we're in the process of moving this project through to the construction phase next year. Why Rio2? Well, there was a Rio 1. Most of you probably know there was a Rio Alto that we did between 2009 and 2015. We built two very similar gold oxide heap leach mines here in Peru. That's where I'm based. After finishing and selling Rio Alto to Tahoe Resources back in 2015 for $1.2 billion, we decided to put the management team together and go again. And now we're in Chile with the Fenix Gold Project. So we have a proven management team, capital markets credibility. Fenix is a great project. It'll become what I believe a world-class gold project over time. We have a robust PFS in place with an EIA that was filed in April of this year, and so that's under review right now. And we're on a fast track to construction and production. We should be in construction next year, and I'll go through all the detail for that in a minute. So we're spread out. I'm with the technical team here in Lima, Peru. We also have people in Canada. We have our Chief Strategy Officer in Toronto, Jose Luis Martinez. We have Catherine Johnson, our CFO, in Vancouver, together with our Corporate Communications SVP, Alejandro Gomez, as well. And obviously we're building a upper team in Chile. That's ongoing, and we have a good crew there now, and we'll increase on that base in Chile over the coming months. So our leadership team, very similar to what we had at Rio Alto. A lot of these people were at Rio Alto, so they've put into development, construction and production of two similar gold oxide heap leach projects in Peru. We're all bilingual Spanish speakers, and we've got a great team. Our capital structure, this varies from day to day and week to week, but as you can see, we're about a $170 million company. Eric Sprott's our largest shareholder with about 19% on a fully diluted basis. And if you look at our EV per measured indicated resource ounce, we're one of the cheapest stories out there. We're probably in the bottom quartile or third of comparable development stories at the moment. So we believe there's a lot of upside opportunity here. So Fenix, we like simple. This is a great simple ore body. Outcrops at surface, high grades near surface, nothing better. And as you can see here, there's two pit shells, a blue one, which is a 1225 pit shell, and a black one, which is a $1,500 pit shell. So this project is big. There's a lot of upside here to resources, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. From a plan view, you can see how the ore body outcrops at surface. You can see the high-grade tenor to parts of the ore body, which is really good from a starter project perspective. So 5 million ounces, that's confined within a $1,500 pit shell. 1.8 million ounces of PMP, that's confined within a 1225 pit shell. We did the PFS last year when gold was about $1,300. So this project is not being dusted off because gold price is now $2,000. It'll work at $1,200 gold. And then we have an inferred category of 1.4 million ounces, which we feel easily convertible. You can see the dimensions of the deposit there. It's 100% gold oxides from surface to 600 meters below the surface, which is the deepest drill intercept. I mean, there's nothing like this project in the Maricunga region and where we're operating. Where we're located, We're 140 kilometres from Copiapó. You can see there on the left, and you can see our project there in green. Fantastic infrastructure on a main road. The squiggly line that goes from Copiapó past our project, that's a main road that goes into Argentina. So great infrastructure. And we have other people, Kinross, Codelco, and Anglo American operating around us as well. So this is the reserve base at $1,300 gold. You can see the metrics here, 20,000 tonnes a day, which is our starter project. We have good confidence in the fact that we think we can build that production rate up over time, and we'll unveil that as we go. But this is a nice tight project, 0.8 to 1 strip ratio, relatively good high grade near the surface, producing about 85,000 ounces on average for a total of 16 years. So it's a long life project, this production rate, and an AISC of about $1,000 an ounce, which is very important to know, and that's all in. Everything's built into that all-in sustaining cost. So our MPV and IRR, once again, you can see the project will still make money at $1,200 gold, but the gold price is now over $1,900, and you can see the sensitivities, the IRR and the MPV of the project. And this is for the starter project, the 1.8 million ounce reserve at $1,225 gold. So there's plenty of upside to this project. We also announced a few months ago an acquisition of strategic infrastructure near to the project. This is predominantly for camp, power and water connection. There's a lot of information on this. Happy to go through this with anybody at any time, but it's all very positive and will contribute to tens of millions of dollars of operating cost savings over the life of the project. Some comparatives here. We like to compare ourselves to existing projects, so you can see 2 existing gold mines, very similar gold oxide heap leach projects, Marigold and Mesquite, belonging to 2 high-profile companies. And you can see how our project stacks up to this. Eventually, I can see our project expanding from 20,000 tonnes a day to hopefully 80 to 100,000 tonnes a day. We will show that over time, and this will be a long life project. So what have we achieved? Everything that's been ticked in green there is what's been done. We've owned this project for just on 2 years. The thing that we're doing now for the future expansion of the project is looking at water options for the larger throughput. We're also doing CapEx and OpEx optimization. We just announced the other day that we've awarded the construction and civil construction contracts to 3 groups. We'll be working very closely with those groups in building this project. This won't be a typical EPCM construct. It'll be constructed by ourselves in conjunction with our selected contractors. We'll be doing project financing between now and about April, May next year, which is when we have to start making lead order purchases and start pre-construction activities. We're also doing MET testing for run-of-mine. We believe there's run-of-mine potential here, and we'll talk more about that, and you'll see press releases coming out about that in the not too distant future, and a number of activities related to preparing for construction and also permitting. Permitting started when we filed the EIA, and it'll be ongoing past the time we get our construction permit. There's just hundreds of permits you have to get in Chile. The other thing you should note from this photo is the type of topography we're in. No trees, no people, no animals, no nothing. It's virtually moonscape. We're in the Atacama Desert, and so it bodes well from an environmental perspective in building this mine. So that's our story. Thanks very much for tuning in, and if you want to contact me directly, you can find me at alex.black@rio2.com. You can write to me and ask me whatever questions you like, and I'll always be available to answer those questions. Thanks very much.